Hello and welcome to glittershinenails. In this video I'll be sharing my March Birthstone Mani, which is aquamarine. It's a beautiful but unusual colour. I'll be showing you how I created it and showing you some amazing stamping effects as well. In the description box below you'll find a list of all the products I've used along with any website links as well. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you have the bell notification on, and please like this video. These things really do help out my channel, thank you. So my nails are prepped, infilled and ready for some colour. I've also cleaned them with isopropyl alcohol. And I went through my gel polishes to find an aquamarine colour, and Blue Lagoon from Premier Gel was the closest I could find in my collection. To start with, I'm applying this to 3 nails, the thumb, middle and ring finger. These are the nails in which are having stamping on. So I'll be applying 2 coats to these 3 nails, curing each layer for 60 seconds in my Sun 5 48 watt UV and LED lamp. I'm making sure that each layer is even and as neat as possible. My hands were shaking more than normal on this day. I'm also capping the free edge, and if any does get on the skin, I will use my cleanup brush and isopropyl alcohol to remove anything before curing. I will cure them all together. I don't always do this, it does depend on the mani itself. Both hands have the same nails, they're just on different fingers. So now that they are cured, I'll apply my second coat, just repeating the same. Blue Lagoon does cover really well for a paler colour. I will be adding something over the top along with before the stamping. With these monthly mani videos, I'll be sharing different tips, tricks and techniques. One of them in this video I've never shown here on my channel before, so I'm excited to show you that. As I said, Blue Lagoon was the closest I could get to an aquamarine colour. It's that bluey green colour, perfect for the spring coming. I definitely want to see if I can get more of a true aquamarine colour, but when I looked at Pinterest there were so many different colour manis for aquamarine that people used. Once I'm happy with the second coat, I'll cure again. I do have a quick look after I've paused the filming just to make sure that everything does look okay. So over the top of Blue Lagoon, I'm applying the pearl top coat for an added shimmer effect. This is a no wipe top coat, and again I'm curing the layers for 60 seconds. The pearl top coat will look different over whatever colour you choose. I recently shared this in my 5th Premier Gel haul, and I had applied it over 5 different colours and they all looked very different. Again, I'll cap the free edge, and I really like how the pearl top coat looks over the top of Blue Lagoon. It's a subtle shimmer which is just so pretty. This design would just work with the plain blue though. I did find 3 other blues from Premier Gel which would have also worked. They were Hair Drop, Patronus and Raspberry Bonbon, along with obviously Shell number 9. So plenty of options, and it did take me a while to finalise the colours I wanted to use. So now that they are cured, even though it's a no wipe finish, I am just going to give them a quick wipe over with some isopropyl alcohol and a wax strip to clean them over. This is just something that I like to do if I'm using stamping, because I'm going to be buffing over them with this small buffer. This is just to remove the glossy finish to them, as when I've stamped over top coated nails before, they don't look right. I've had them sort of blurred, or where they've sort of had a 3D effect to them. So by buffing off the shine, it makes it much better. This is something that I've been doing for the past couple of years, and it has made a difference. And then once I've finished buffing them over, I'll give them a clean again with the isopropyl alcohol and the wax strip. So on to the last 2 nails, and these are my glitter nails. I'm going to be applying just 1 coat to start with. I'm doing glitter fades again, but this time I'm going from the cuticle area to the free edge. The area at the cuticle area doesn't have to be full coverage, it's just there as a slight base colour. Curing is the same again, 60 seconds. With the glitter this time I'm going to be showing you a different way of applying it. Unlike the last 2 monthly videos, I've done, which I will leave links for both in the description box as well. Garnet and Amethyst were my two favourite colours, but I'm really liking the Blue Lagoon. With the pinky finger, it is a little bit rough around the cuticle area. I will neaten that up before curing, as I'm a little distance from where I would normally be creating manis on myself when not filming. Now they are cured, I'm going to apply my second coat to the tip half of the nail only. As I've explained before, I do have a high apex natural nail, so I have to be careful not to make my nails look bulky. I'll then take my ombre brush and I'll blend back up to the cuticle area, so it's more of a nicer blend for when the glitter goes over the top. I will say doing glitter fades this way up the nail is much easier than in the which way I showed in the Amethyst Marble Mani, where I went from the free edge to the cuticle area. But once I'm happy with the blend, and it's very easy to do, I'll then give that another cure for 60 seconds. So this is the Aquamarine glitter from Smiley's Glitter Store Birthstone range. It's very pretty. I'm going to be using the Premier Gel 2-in-1 base coat to mix the glitter into. I also have my gel brush to apply the mix and my polygel tool for mixing. So I'm going to add some of the 2-in-1 base coat to the silicone mat. You could use rubber base coat or any builder gel in a bottle, or even a top coat. I chose this one because I'm not a big fan of it. I do prefer the rubber base coat, so this one works perfectly well for me for mixing glitters. Now this glitter is something I've never used before. It's a beautiful glitter mix, but I don't know whether you can see, it has these really little small balls in them which can stick up onto the nail. So if I get any on the nail, I will be removing them. So I'm going to add some of the glitter to the base coat, and to be honest, I just add a mix until I'm happy. I don't want the mix thick or really runny, sort of somewhere in the middle. And these polygel tools work really well for mixing glitters and gels together. Now I have made way too much, but I'm someone who will make more than I need just in case. I don't want to be having to remake any more. With this mix, if I need to add any more of the either glitter or the base coat, I will as needed. So with the gel brush, I'll pick up small beads and add this to the nail. I want to keep the layer of glitter thin but have good coverage. I'll bring that halfway down the nail and I'll keep an eye on how it looks from the side. I want to make sure that all the glitter is laying flat. This is another very easy way of using glitter along with gel. It's just like using a glitter gel polish from a bottle. Obviously it can move about, so just keep an eye on that. And to create the fade down the nail, I'll just use what's left on the brush to just fade out. It's very easy but very effective. I will also pick up some of the raw glitter that I didn't mix into the gel and add that for some extra coverage. But this glitter and gel polish are the perfect match. They look amazing together. Now curing, I will cure longer with a glitter mix, and I use 90 seconds just because I want to make sure that I've cured all the way through the gel and the glitter mix. I'll then repeat that on the pinky finger as well in the same way that I've done on the index finger. And once they are all cured, I'm going to add onto the free edge the pearl top coat just to bring them all of the nails together. I didn't like them playing against the shimmery finishes on the other three nails. I will also cap the free edge and cure again for 60 seconds. It's a really small amount of top coat on that free edge, but I just think it finishes them nails off nicely. I personally love the effect and I'm really happy with them. So I'm now going to top coat these two nails with the rubber top coat from Premier Gel. It's a no wipe finish as well, and I'm going to do a really nice floaty layer over the whole nail. I won't be filing these nails at the end, so I'm making sure that it's nice and smooth as possible. And this is just another way of working with gel and glitter together. A rubber top coat is a brilliant product for this. I wouldn't however use this with chunky glitters, just like the multi-cuts and the fine glitters. This rubber top coat slightly self-levels, so by turning the nail upside down, this will help the rubber top coat move into place. I'll also use the brush to pull and push the top coat around if needed. I'll then repeat the same on the pinky finger as well, and I'll cure for 60 seconds. I have done this method of using a rubber top coat and glitter on my channel here before. I don't think I've ever done it on myself though, but these nails, I will say, are smooth and I can't feel the glitter through the top coat at all. You could add a thin layer of the High Shine No Wipe top coat if you can feel the glitter. I've not done this because it wasn't needed. On to the stamping nails, and I'm going to be using this Unicorn Neon pigment. It has a green hue to it, so it's going to work perfectly. I'm using an eyeshadow brush with this pigment. This is just from my makeup brush collection. It's nothing special, and I also have my dusting brush as well. I'm using Lina Nail Art's Stamp It Black Stamping Polish. Now, if you're a regular of mine, you know that I usually use Clear Jelly Stamper, but this product is amazing. On the box it says it's developed for stamping that air dries and has a good adhesion with nail foils, pigments, glitters and effective powders. Basically it has a tacky layer which makes adding things over it really effective. I've used it for a couple of manis for my stamping swatch reviews, but I've never until now shown it on my channel. I'm using 2 of the Nicole Diary stamping plates. The small plate also hasn't been on my channel either. I have my 2 stampers and scrapers, so the key with working with the Stamp It is quickly. Have everything ready and do one nail at a time. I always like to clean my stamper and plate before any stamping starts. So it's just like normal stamping, so I'll apply the polish, scrape, roll to pick the image up, stamp down onto the nail. Once it's stamped onto the nail, I'll pick up some of the pigment on the brush and I'll add this over the stamping, but very gently, making sure that I've also covered all the areas that I want covering. I will then brush away any of the excess pigment. It really takes a normal stamping and turns it into something so beautiful and unusual. The pigment does go everywhere though, and as you can see, it's very easy to do. I'll then move to the smaller plate for the other 2 nails, and I'm just going to do the same. And whilst you watch, I will say that you can use foils and very fine glitters with the Stamp It. I have tried foils and it was an epic fail, but not glitters yet. The pigments for me work the best, and if you're anything like me, I have a drawer full of different types of pigments and chromes, and they all give an amazing effect. I'm definitely going to be doing some other bits with the Stamp It. At heart, I'm a Clear Jelly Stamper stamping polish girl, but this will always be in my kit as well. I would like it in a white, but they don't do it. I have used a purpley blue carmelian pigment over a nude. It was stunning. So I'm going to clean all this up and we can then finish these nails off. To remove the stamping from the skin, I usually use this tape. However, it doesn't really like the Stamp It, and it is difficult with my glove as well. But this is my preferred way of removing stamping. But I'm going to use my cleanup brush and acetone, and I'm going to clean up the 2 nails. The Stamp It doesn't seem to leave any staining, even though it is really pigmented, which is really nice. Blacks can really leave some staining behind. The excess pigment will remove when I wash my hands after I've finished. The excess pigment up my arms, I'll lint roller that off. For top coating, I'm just going to be using the High Shine No Wipe top coat. Now, the way I like to apply top coat over stamping is to do one nail at a time, flash cure, then move on to the next, and then do one final cure of 60 seconds at the end. Sometimes with stamping, the top coat can become separated and will make little holes, and I found that by doing it this way, it really does help. And also applying 2 coats of top coat will also help as well. With the top coating, I will cap the free edge and I'll clean up anything before curing. This, I've taught myself, is a must when creating a mani with any type of polish. Now, I will be adding some crystals, so that will be the second coat of top coat, which I'll just add them in before curing. but I really do like the High Shine No Wipe top coat from Premier Gel. I do prefer it over their rubber top coat. I'm different for whether I use Premier Gel or Kiki London. Now I've applied some crystals into the second layer of top coat, as I said, but I had to cut the footage because it was so out of focus and out of shot. But I just did them the same way as I applied the crystals in my Amethyst Marble Mani. The link is in the description box for that video. I will do something like this again with crystals and the metal decoration in another monthly mani. I do apologise for this, but I've also added some photos so you can really see what each nail looks like. Now with the other hand, the metal decoration I placed in a very different pattern. This isn't something I would recommend. They catch on everything. It looked nice on the photos that I was seeing on Pinterest, but definitely not on my nails. But I really do like this Aquamarine Mermaid Mani that I've created. It's again something different. I'm so enjoying creating these monthly manis for my channel. My mani will be over on my Instagram page in the next few days, along with what products I've used. There is a link in the description box below. If you do come over and see my posts and you like them, please give them a like as well. I would be really grateful. Thank you for viewing my Aquamarine Mermaid Mani tutorial for the March monthly mani. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Comment below. I love to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button and share. Also, don't forget to come over and follow me on my Instagram page at glittershinenails. So until next time, thanks for watching and bye.